nice for home that work. All the bells and whistles should be in this machine. It's been back in the expo area throughout the weekend for you to check out. And I'll make it stuck in with it.
Dyno rip with nearly 40,000 pounds of weight behind you on your hitch, where most trucks don't even think of having a hitch on these trucks at all as they drag race in the summertime, or they daily drive, or they have fun with these trucks. Not that many of these trucks, besides one,
green lights, green flags, Robby Garcia.
Pedal job to try to settle the truck back down as he's wanting the burgo stick on him, particularly on the front end.
It is hot. I don't know if his front end was doing all the work as Charles will jump in there. Fans, he's on. How about a UCC fan? Robby Garcia! Coming out of the state of Texas, everything's bigger in Texas, and all the trucks and all the boats are black. Ian Miller with the red accents.
She's a little hot.
First one on the track, Charles, and then we'll put browsing through this morning when I was trying to get my eyes to come awake, and I seen one 3.0 truck come down from Wisconsin, from the state of Wisconsin, that has some new parts on his Cummins. I got to sell him some new items for his engine at my place of employment over this last winter, and he had one test pass with it at Dan's UCC Performance Open House, and then he's here to do a little more testing before his season starts.
I know we've got some Indiana trucks here. There's some Kentucky iron. There's some Ohio iron. There's two from Michigan. I don't know beyond. There might be one New York truck here.
Yeah, I believe so too, and that gives us quite a handful of states represented. Here, number 5, number 4, he's got 1,579 points. Looking for more right here.
Would probably like to hold shot back one more time. I don't know if he was going for a converter lockup and then it pulled it down, way down, and had to unlock it again.
He's going to like the result on the board as he goes 3:10 and 39. 310.39, that is the distance, and that distance gets measured from the front of the pulling sled. The buckboard is what a lot of people refer to. So the front of the pulling sled, that is the 0 mark, and then the front of the pulling sled of the dyno fell down
yes, everything that was supposed to stay inside did. I know you're happy. I know you're pumped for what's going to come next.
Yeah, we can't. Maybe even a couple more turbos on there.
Say it was supposed to be a super stock, so we know that that's going to come.
Yeah, we got a 107 from Stainless Diesel. Johnny's been a really good friend of mine for a long time. He's got a T57 turbine in it, and I was kind of surprised, not to lie. It stayed on top of that charger, and it was grunting. And I was
Gaining a little bit of power, decided not to, tried to move it to today where he felt he had a good advantage, and he has a good shot right here.
Yep, he had good insight that the incrementals were just not going to be worth the extra beating.
Out and partnering with some of our industry guys out here. So another cool thing about the expo is we got a bunch of diesel industries that we work with, different partners that we catch up. It's kind of like a family reunion out here for the diesel industry. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. That's what makes this weekend so great. And coming back right after this truck, we'll talk with Kyle more about some of the great products that we can spotlight with Hot Shot Secrets and how they can help you in your everyday diesel ride.
These guys make a mark here as far as the individual sled pulling competition goes. But you have to aggregate points as well.
We just got here last night.
It went and did well on the rollers. Let's see what it does now. In the dirt, Dmitri Millard, no zone diesel, turning it loose.
That truck off the dealership lot a couple months ago, just under a couple months ago. Putting it through its paces here. Take that truck to the lake, take it down the sled pull track here at the Ultimate Callout Challenge, and doing it with the development on the chemistry and the lockup. That is
trucks kind of the side gig, as most do, and parlayed that into an actual business at this point. And has this truck. He's got a couple other sled pullers that are part of the family business that he runs back up in the Wolverine State, just north of Detroit. And looking for good things here. Got good support from Lori Lowe behind him, helping out this weekend. And left the compounds in there from the dyno yesterday on the Duramax, and they felt like everything was pretty happy after the dyno lick. His goal on the rollers was 1800. He got 1930. He said, cool, unstrap it, we're going pulling.
Hawk Performance Diesel, his business in Michigan. Around to give him the wave ahead to tighten the chain, drop the green.
Took that much time to be a tractor front of the
Duramax people, are you with me in the stands? Where's my Duramax powered people? Let me hear ya.
Well, one of you up there understood the assignment. Good job. He loves it. Well, I don't know. Something like go.
A little bit about me, and I've been here since 2019 at the Ultimate Callout Challenge, and I have a blast at it. Charles, your turn.
My name is Chuck Bush. My driver's license says that all my mail goes to the state, but I live in hotels during the summertime, traveling everywhere, doing work with both the Outlaw Diesel Super Series and the National Traffic Pulling Association.
None of them sounded good either.
$26.37 is the point total for the lead right now, so he needs a big rip here, Charles.
He's going to go on when green lights are on, green flags are flying, the green machine is rolling. Driving it off the track, which means it'll drive on the trailer.
It's a whale of a run here. He's mathematically looking towards something into that top 5 area.
Josh McCormack, Forks Diesel Team. Recruited help from his buddies at Power Driven. They're down here watching intently. Going to try to will him on. Stopped by the pit this morning. Truck was in pretty good shape. There was
Tie, he would need 922 points, and that's about a distance of 273. 273 feet is his target. Josh McCormack out of Southern California coming our way! He gets out. The smoke
whatever it's been, 6, 7, 8 years of seeing this truck in its usual form, sitting on 35-inch duals in the back, 35s in the front. A bit startling, I'm not going to lie, but I'm excited for him. I will tell you that he is underweight for the class. You'll see no weight box out in front. Being a drag truck that it is, he hasn't personally touched himself. And now we're reset for Austin Denny. Came from the beans and it got wild on him, being underweight as it was. Probably perhaps to be a little bit expected, not having nose weight on it and duals out back. It was always going to backload the chassis and deprive him of steering control without being able to plant that front end down. A lot of our sled pulling trucks, Chris, as you see them, especially with what's going to come up here, the dedicated ones, the forward weight bias is astronomical. They'll have some, keep the hop out of it.
Maybe not send it to the moon within the first 50 feet. Let's wait for 100 feet to do that.
Who are we kidding? It's Austin. He's going to send it.
Let's send her to the moon. Here we go, Austin Denny. My suspension of the front end and causing him to go left was accurate. Now he's just got to fight for everything he can get, all the points he can muster. And 43 feet is what he's going to do with the front end is trashed.
All the tires were turning, but a trick plate.
Boy, on the overall score sheet, the unofficial overall score sheet slides up to number 6 on the run.
Light on the weight because of the way the chassis set up, and had kind of a wild one there. What was it like from your rocking chair?
Man, I like drag better. It's a lot smoother. I don't know, I'm not a sled puller. The truck only weighs 6,400 pounds. I didn't want to ruin it as a race truck. That's what it does. That's what I'm going to go do next weekend in Pennsylvania. I did my best. I know the math was I should have kept that first hook, but I thought I could have done better. I thought I got in 50 hard, could have feathered it out farther, at least got more, but you live and you learn. We'll be back next year and figure out what's broken.
The Moonlight Diesel Team out of Kentucky. The BP guy loves a BP 44 pump. That was the point of entering UCC with this truck that ordinarily is a drag machine.
BP44 on nitrous on Moonlight Diesel Fab, 298 and 83, 298 and 83, so he's going to be over that 1,000-point reps home goal. And that's an awesome pass for this blue truck here today. He's got the helmet off, fans. There's the
we're the big sled pulling scene out there, we're a couple of us trucks out there running Freedom Racing engine, so, and trying to think of anything else, like that's kind of maybe what we got going on.
Well, that's awesome. Hey, as we get our last truck to come onto the track, we congratulate you once again on that victory 1 year ago, and we look forward to seeing you back.
Yeah, thank you.
And we turn our attention now, and we thank you all on the live stream all weekend if you've been watching along. And thank you to Power Hungry Performance as they've been bringing you that live stream action all long, weekend long here at the M. As we've seen in past UCC, the nitrous backfires plagues him, and the distance will be 2:12 and 35. 2:12 and 35. Oh,
Man, that's the second time this weekend we saw that happen. Team Firepunk did that out of the duster on the drag strip yesterday.
Hey, kid, no, it makes one car.